What's going on YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Showcase Mobile Gotcha Game sponsored video. Thank you so much to Shift Up for sponsoring our video and allowing us to, continue doing this content creation for a living. We have Destiny Child, a waifu mobile collector game with a very unique battle system, and I want to give you guys a showcase of it today, so let's get into it. So like I said in the intro, guys, Destiny Child is a gacha mobile game you guys can get your hands on and get your waifu fix, because let me tell you guys, you're going to be able to go in here and collect all these different beautiful, they're not 3D, but they're kind of 3D, right? They're like 2D live animated characters. They each have their own voice acting, different animations, and I've gone through, I've collected a few. This is my squad right here, and you don't only have to get the waifus. If you would like, there are different other things you can get, including monsters you can get on this on your team that you fight in battle. You can get them from there. You can level up their skills, awaken them just like in any gacha game. But what makes Destiny Child so unique, not only is it its art style, because as you can tell, these units are just, if you like anime like I do, this is the game for you, right? I mean, it definitely looks and feels like you would want an anime gacha kind of to be feeling like, is the combat system. So we're gonna go ahead and head into story, and I'm gonna show you guys about it, because it's much different than maybe you're expecting just by looking at the graphics here. So guys, we're getting into the battle right now, and it's gonna be a bit different than you're used to. Each of the units are at the bottom, then you have the enemies in the middle, and they are gonna auto attack. You can see they come up with a little bit of an animation, and they slowly are filling up so you can use their abilities. So we have a couple of different abilities. We have the tap abilities you can use, and we also have slide abilities where they'll come up with an animation and they'll do certain things. You can see each of the units have debuffs or buffs above them. You can see that slide ability actually unlocks critical rate up for some of my other units, along with the fact that they have cooldowns, so they're timed by seconds, not by turns. And as we're filling this up, you can see at the bottom we have a collective health pool going on right now. So if your units start to die off, as long as you have some of that health left, you can continue to fight. And then we also are going to get these cool little quick time events. Right here we have one where you got to get in the middle for that perfect. I like in the middle. It's exciting. It adds and it does massive damage if you do get it perfect. And then it also fills up your fever gauge. You can see it below at the bottom near my health gauge. Now, if we get that full in a fight, you want to activate that, and you want to be using that because it makes it like a taparoo fest. It is like the most fast button mashing, do as much damage as you can. It's really cool and fun to play around with, which I like a lot. And so I'm just now delving into like the combat system and understanding, you want to take different, each unit does have a unique role, such as tank, healer, support, damage dealer. So you really need to be on the lookout on how you build up your teams to take down certain bosses. So we can see we have another drive skill, so I definitely want to get that done, because I'm getting a little bit later in the story. Let me get it. Yeah, oh, great, I didn't get perfect. No. So now my fever gauge is up to 70%. We'll see how we do. We are really low. These later in the story boss fights for me are getting a little bit tough, but I'm trying my best. When it says weak point, that's one you definitely want to use, right? Because it's going to be doing more damage. Let's see if we can take this guy. He's killing off everyone. No. So we have our cooldowns going on right now. Come on. Oh, we did it. Nice. I was thinking maybe we might be in trouble and have to use our, maybe some of our currency to go in there and take down the boss. I showed off a little bit. We struggled. We won. But yeah, that's the combat system. And so, you can go through a story. They have a story that has a storyline, voice acted all the way through, story cutscenes. But they also have a lot more to offer in the game as well. For you PvP addicts out there, you want to get your player versus player on, head into Devil Rumble. This is going to be where you're going to fight AI teams that opponents set up for you. You guys will get different ranking rewards. There are daily missions to take on, league rewards as you go up through the PvP, which is great. You always want to have that PvP there for those people who want to compete, want to fight against something that maybe isn't just the storyline or the raids and things like that. Speaking of, we do have challenge world bosses in this game, 20-man teams. You got to go in and fight them off. I'm not even to that stage yet, so I can't even imagine how hard those are going to be. And another key feature besides the Devil Rumble and those big world challenge bosses is the Underground. The Underground is like a unique dungeon grinding thing you go through. There are 15 stages to complete, each one being harder than the other one. Obviously, you have 3 times you can do this per day. Every 3, I do believe, levels that you beat, you get a massive reward. And there are different tiers of of the the underground that you guys can take on, from easy, like normal, hard mode, and you can get it all explained here. You can get different rewards like gear and you know, other stuff you need to make your child stronger, and that's what you're going to be able to get into here. And that's just scratching the surface. We can see Scarlet Collection, Shop, Rebirth, Labyrinth that hasn't even opened yet, Exploration. You guys can replay the scenario. I do believe this is going to be like the storyline if you need to go in there and look at that. We also have event stages where you can go in and farm different level up materials, gold, and evolution materials, but they also have like special scenario narrative dungeons that are running, and right now we have one for their newest unit in the game, Ruffian Midas. It's going to be going from November 14th to the 28th, and you're going to have your chance to get your hands on and mess around with Ruffian Midas. Because in this event, if you do normal stages 5 and 8 or hard stage 5, you're going to be able to just have him on your team and kind of mess around with him and see if you really like him, so you can go in and summon with him later on. So they're going to have a lot of this stuff going on if you continue to play the game. I've heard that maybe one of the challenge bosses, those big 20-man challenge bosses I was talking about, are going to turn out to be kind of holiday Christmas related, which is going to be cool, coming out soon. So overall, lots of stuff to do here in Destiny Child once you get your hands on it. Speaking of things to do, they have the Devil Pass, and the Devil Pass is going to be cool because you go in here and you do certain missions. If we look at the missions, like Challenge the Night World's Underground one time, which I've already done, and you can go through and read more and more of different ones you can go challenge or do, and it's going to give you special rewards just for playing the game, and you can complete it all the way to the bottom and get big time rewards like a 5-star summon ticket if you end up doing it all. But there's also this middle portion here called the Archdevil Remove Seal, and if you want to get those rewards, it is going to be a paid thing you can do, but it just adds more on top of those free rewards that the game is giving you already. On top of that, they're just running so many events right now, man. It's so many. Like, we go over to the Pumpkin Paradise, which every day you're going to be able to go in here and roll this dice, get some pumpkin candies, get some other awesome rewards. So we're just going to roll one of these dice right now and see what we get. I like the animation here. We got a 2, so we're going to move 2 ahead here and get some more pumpkin candy, which we can use for cool things in the game. So the game just seems like it has a lot to offer in terms of rewards, events, and speaking of rewards and events coming up, we do have the 1-year anniversary hitting November 28th, and it's going to be going, the event's going to start on November 28th, but the actual 1-year anniversary is on December 6th. You guys are going to get 7 fully leveled up characters to everyone. So if you're just starting the game, like me, and you know, you're getting your butt whooped by something, don't worry. The game, for its 1-year anniversary, wants to jumpstart everybody into being able to play it really strong and, you know, be on top and not feel so left out and so behind when they get to playing the game. And if you're already a Destiny child player, you're just going to get 7 fully leveled up characters to mess around with, which is cool. There's going to be a ton of login rewards for you guys to get your hands on, along with new raid battles with characters and new costumes for the characters as well, to make your characters maybe a little bit more unique or look a little bit more cool. And enjoy them a little bit more to how you like them to look, right? It's because that's what costumes really are, a unique way to express your characters, and it's always cool to make them look a little bit different, your favorite ones. Guys, and that's Destiny Child explained in a little tiny showcase. Thanks to Shift Up again for sponsoring this video. You can see I'm going through auto. They have a really fast auto system. If you don't see that going on right here, it's really awesome. But yeah, so if you guys enjoy this and you want to get your hands on Destiny Child, click the link in the description below to try it out today. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me more about Destiny Child. Have you been playing it? I've been having a lot of people ask me about it, so that's why I decided to take this sponsorship. And again, thank you to Shift Up for sponsoring my video and allowing me to keep doing this dream that I have of being a content creator. So subscribe for future content, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.